All right. Welcome everybody. This is our lesson number 31. That's also a revision. Of course, you've seen this before. These are our objectives of this lesson. Home sweet home. Number 2, that's calories and exercise. Number 3, that's the possessive pronoun. That's grammar. All right, we're going to start with some vocabulary. Home sweet home. I'm going to play that track so that you can so are you ready for listening?
3E. Home sweet home. 1. Vocabulary. Match. Then listen and check your answers. 1. Cupboard. 2. Microwave. 3. Washing machine. 4. Dishwasher. 5. Fridge. 6. Air conditioner. 7. Balcony. 8. Garage. 9. Garden. 10. Stairs. 11. Ceiling. 12.
All right, that's enough all the time. So let me just ask you very quickly just to check understanding. What's number 8? What's that? Number 8. What do we call this? Yes, anyone? What's number 8? Did you listen to the track? Yes or no? Garage. Excellent, Mr. Ahmed. Very good. Number 8. Perfect. Good, Miss Fatma. All right. What's number 5? What do we call number 5? That's what? Exactly. That's the fridge. That's the fridge. Number 5. What about number 2? I think it's known to most of you, maybe to all of you. Number 2, what's that? What do we call number 2? That's a microwave. Exactly. Very good. So, microwave. Perfect. Thank you very much. All right. Now let's move to the calories and exercise. We're going to listen also, but look at this list of activities and decide which use the most. That's the most and the least energy. The most and the least energy. We've got digesting food, physical activity, and body functions. Digesting food, physical activity, and body functions. So you have to decide after you listen which use the most energy and which use the least energy. Ready? Ready for listening? Shall I play the track? I hope yes. All right.
Unit 3, Lesson 3.
Dr. Baker, can you tell us about the energy our bodies use?
Sure. Many people don't realize that most of the body's energy, 60 to 70%, is used just for body functions like heartbeat, respiration, and maintaining body temperature.
Really? Almost 3/4 of our energy is used just to keep the body working?
That's right. Of course, if we do any kind of physical activity, we use more energy. I'm thinking of things like sports, manual work, or housework. This represents another 20 to 30% of the total energy output of the body.
That leaves about 10 to 20%. How do we use that?
That last 10 to 20% of energy is used to digest food.
So we use energy to eat.
Yes, to eat and to digest our food.
Right. Where does our energy come from?
Mainly from calories, which we get from different types of food.
That's very interesting.
All right.
What a wonderful...
So, can you decide now which use the most and the least energy? Or you would like me just to replay that track again? Which use the most and which use the least? Digesting food, physical activity, and body functions. Any answers? All right. So, the body functions take up the most energy, followed by physical activity. And then the least, we've got digesting food. Body functions, number 1, physical activity, that's 2, digesting food. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to replay the track to listen to a nutritionist talking about the energy your body uses and check your answers. But before we listen, I would like you to make sure that you understand the word nutritionist. What's that? Any idea? What's a nutritionist? What's the meaning of nutritionist? Any idea the meaning of this word? All right, let me give you the meaning of the word. Nutritionist is a person whose job is to give advice on how food affects your health. All right? Okay. Now listen again, and these are the questions. What percentage of energy is used for body functions and physical activity, eating and digestion? That's the first question. The second one, where does our energy come from? So we've got 2 questions now to answer. I'm going to replay the track and try to find the percentage of energy, that's question number 1, that is used for body functions, physical activity, and eating and digestion. And for the second one, where does our energy come from? I hope you can make it this time.
Unit 3, Lesson 3.
Dr. Baker, can you tell us about the energy our bodies use?
Sure. Many people don't realize that most of the body's energy, 60 to 70%, is used just for body functions like heartbeat, respiration, and maintaining body temperature.
Really? Almost 3/4 of our energy is used just to keep the body working?
That's right. Of course, if we do any kind of physical activity, we use more energy. I'm thinking of things like sports, manual work, or housework. This represents another 20 to 30% of the total energy output of the body.
That leaves about 10 to 20%. How do we use that?
That last 10 to 20% of energy is used to digest food.
So we use energy to eat.
Yes, to eat and to digest our food.
Right. Where does our energy come from?
Mainly from calories, which we get from different types of food.
That's very interesting. What a wonderful...
All right. How did you find it? Did you answer some questions or some parts maybe of these two questions? Or you would like me to replay the track to let you listen again to the recording? What percentage of energy is used for body functions? Any answers? By the way, let me just advise you that when you listen to tracks or recordings or speakers, do not try to know and to translate every single word that's being said by the speaker. Try to get the main idea of the speaking, so that as the time goes on, little by little, you're going to understand more words so that you can understand much better. All right? So, I'm going to replay that track again, and I hope that you can just get some answers for these two questions, okay? All right, give it a try.
Unit 3, Lesson 3.
Dr. Baker, can you tell us about the energy our bodies use?
Sure. Many people don't realize that most of the body's energy, 60 to 70%, is used just for body functions like heartbeat, respiration, and maintaining body temperature.
Really? Almost 3/4 of our energy is used just to keep the body working?
That's right. Of course, if we do any kind of physical activity, we use more energy. I'm thinking of things like sports, manual work, or housework. This represents another 20 to 30% of the total energy output of the body.
That leaves about 10 to 20%. How do we use that?
That last 10 to 20% of energy is used to digest food.
So we use energy to eat.
Yes, to eat and to digest our food.
Right. Where does our energy come from?
Mainly from calories, which we get from different types of food.
That's very interesting. What a wonderful...
All right. So, any answers for the first question and the second one? Percentage of energy used? No? Yes? All right. Let's have the answers. Now, for body functions, that takes up 60 to 70%. For the physical activity, all right, sorry again, losing internet service. All right, so the first that's running, okay? The first that has the most energy, that's running. What's the second one? Which one would you choose? Mr. Ahmed, Miss Fatma, which one that goes in the second position? That's doing what? Doing aerobics. That's the second one. What's the third? Give it a try. What's that? The third one. So the most energy, that's running. After that, doing aerobics. The third one, that's playing basketball. What's the fourth one? I think it's... Can you give me the fourth one? Which one is that? The fourth one? If it's playing basketball, that's 3. What about 4? What do you think? If it's playing basketball, so number 4 would be playing football. Number 5 would be what? Would be swimming. That's 5. Number 6, what do you think? Number 6. What do you do? Playing computer games? What do you do when you do some work at house? What's that? Number 6. That's what? Yes. That's doing housework. That's number 6. Number 7. Number 7, it's your answer, Miss Riham. All right. Number 7, that would be playing computer games. So, which one now is the least energy? Yes. Number 8, what's that? The activity that requires the least energy, not the most energy. That's 8. Of course, it is what? What do you watch? Exactly. Watching TV, that's the least, or that's the activity that has the least energy. All right? So far, so good. Are you happy? You know what? It seems to me that you are maybe, or you feel asleep. All right. So now let's move to the possessive pronouns. His, hers, its, and theirs. You've seen them before. We use possessive pronouns to refer to a specific person or people or thing or things belonging to a person or people, and sometimes belonging to an animal or animals or thing or things. So the possessive pronouns, and that's the most important, refer to a specific, to a certain person. All right? That is belonging to a person or people, and sometimes belonging to an animal, animals, or thing, or things. Let's have more. The possessive pronoun These are the possessive pronoun. We've got mine, yours, his, and hers, and that's the singular. And mine could be for the male and could be for the female. Could be for Ali and could be for Selma. Also the yours. Yours could be for the male and female. Whereas his, only for the male. Hers for the female. That's the singular. Whereas the plural, we've got ours, male and female. Yours, plural, male and female. Theirs, male, female, neuter. All right, let's have some examples. That is her book. Where is the possessive pronoun? Her is the possessive pronoun. And the position in that sentence is adjective. Where's the noun? It's the book. Her book. Her book. Possessive adjective pronoun. That book is hers. That book is hers. This is possessive pronoun. All right? Exactly, hers. The book is hers. That's the possessive pronoun. All right? So the difference between these two, her here in this sentence functions as the adjective. All right? The adjective. And the noun is here, book. Whereas here, this is the possessive pronoun. That book is hers. Why is? Because that book is singular. Let's have more examples. These books are mine. These books are mine. Where is the possessive pronoun? These books are mine, the first picture. Where is the, can you show me the possessive pronoun in this sentence? These books are mine. Yes, any one of you, please? Where is the possessive pronoun in this sentence? These books are mine. All right, Miss Reham is saying mine. Mine. Mine is the possessive pronoun. These are mine. M-I-N-E. Is it clear to you? Yes, exactly. Very good, Mr. Ahmed. So mine is the possessive pronoun. These are my books. What's mine? My is possessive adjective. All right? The second example. This gift is yours. Yours is the possessive pronouns. Excellent. This is your gift. Your gift is what here? Possessive adjective. Why possessive adjective? Because it comes before the noun. Before the noun. What's the noun in this sentence? This is your gift. What's the noun? What's the noun in this sentence? This is your gift. Because as you know that the adjective comes before the noun. So the noun is gift and your is the adjective, the possessive adjective. The third example. This pair of shoes is hers. Where is the possessive pronoun here? Are you sure, Miss Fatma? Is it hair or? Exactly, Mr. Ahmed. Very good. That's hairs. Hairs. Very good. Hairs is the possessive pronoun. She is the owner of the shoes. Possessive pronouns. Hairs. The fourth example, he is playing with his toys. He is playing with his toys. Where is the possessive adjective here? The possessive adjective is his. Very good. His. Where's the noun? Is the toys. All right. So he is the owner of the toys. The fifth example, that house is theirs. That house is theirs. Where's the possessive pronoun here in this example? Exactly. Very good. Miss Riham and Mr. Ahmed. Theirs. Theirs. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. 2 girls and 1 boy. Theirs. The last example, this school is ours. Exactly. Ours is the possessive pronoun. This is our school. That's possessive adjective. And the noun is school. And the adjectives comes always before the noun. So, this school is ours. And they are a number of boys and girls. All right. So, this is the possessive pronoun. All right. Now, what you have to do is to complete, all right, these sentences. Whose balloons are they? They are the first picture. Whose balloons? They are what? I want you to complete. We've got Mr. Ahmed, Miss Fatma, Miss Riham, and Miss Hand. All right? So whose balloons? They are his balloons. Mr. Ahmed, his balloons. What do you think? Mine? Are you sure, Miss Riham? All right, let's have more time. So, whose balloons? They are mine balloons. They are his balloons. Why his, Mr. Ahmed? Because this is what? Because he's a boy, right? He's a boy. Whose balloons? They are his balloons, right? Let's take the second picture here. Whose bird? Look at the bird here. That's the bird. Whose bird? It is what? What's the possessive pronoun here? Which is the possessive adjective in particular. Whose bird? It is hare's. Miss Hand, hare's bird. If you say hers, that would be the possessive pronoun. But here, you have to use the possessive adjective. The possessive adjective. Excuse me, just to get back a little bit. Here. That is hair book. That's the possessive adjective. Whereas here, that book is hers. That's the possessive pronoun. And the possessive pronoun, as we have just said, that it always comes here at the end. But here, just before the noun. So, these sentences always possessive adjective. That means before the noun. All right? So, how can you make the second one here? How can you complete the sentence? Whose bird? It is. It is. You do it now, Miss Hunt. You do it. Whose bird? It is. I want all of you to participate just to complete these sentences here. Whose bird? It is. Yes. Give it a try. All of you. Especially you, Miss Hunt, because you said hers, and we said that that's the possessive pronoun, but we want just to get the possessive adjective. Exactly. Very good, Mr. Ahmed. That's hair. You got it, Miss Hunt? That's hair bird. Why hair? Because this is an old, this is an old lady. All right? Let's take the third picture. Whose book? Whose book? It is her book. Excellent, Miss Hen. Her book. Why her book? Because she is a woman, right? It is her book. Excellent. Very good. Now let's do the fourth picture. Whose flag? Whose flag? It is what? Yes, it is. Yes, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for you to give me the answer for the for the fourth picture to complete it with the suitable possessive adjective. It is. Is it difficult? What was the answer here? What was the answer here? It was here, right? What about here? What do you think? Yes? The same. It's the same, right? Isn't it? Whose flag? It is her flag, right? It is her flag. Why her flag? Because she's a girl. All right. Let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth picture. Whose books? Whose books? They are what? Give it a try. They are his books. They are his books. Miss Hind and Mr. Ahmed. That's very good. Excellent. Brilliant. Very good. His. Why his? Because he's a boy and they are his books. They are his books. What about this last picture? Whose bottle? It is, of course, his bottle. Look at the bottle. It looks very big. All right? Very good. So, these are the possessive adjectives. All right. So, let's summarize the lesson here. Let me just give you some pictures so that you can give me the words. What about number 4? What's number 4? 4, what's that? Which word is that? Number 4. Yes. Dishwasher. Excellent. Very good, Miss Hind. Dishwasher. What about number 9? What's that? That's the garden. Excellent. Very good, Miss Fatma. That's the garden. What about number 6 here? Look at number 6. Excellent. Listen. Very good. Number 6. What's that? What's number 6? Air conditioner. Very good. Let me ask you this question. If this comes in the test, in the midterm test or exam, can you do it? Can you do it yourself easily? Can you answer these words and match? Can you get the full mark of this if it comes in the midterm exam? Yes or no? Yes. Yes, inshallah. Good. So you've got 10 words. You've got 10 words, and they are easy, and you can match them very easily. You've got the fridge, washing machine, cupboard, dishwasher, microwave. Got stairs, balcony, garden, garage, and air conditioner. Very good. If you can do it, that means you are brilliant students. You are excellent students. So these are the possessive pronouns. Again, we've got the singular and the plural. We've got mine, yours, his, and hers. These are the singular. And it could be for male and female, except his and hers. His is only for male, and hers always for female. Whereas the plural, we've got ours, yours, and theirs. Could be for male and female. And you have to make sure that these possessive pronouns, if it's at the end of the sentence, then this is what? If mine, for example, comes at the end of the sentence, this is the possessive pronoun. Whereas if it comes before the noun, what's that? Before the noun, that's what? Before the noun, that's the possessive adjective. Before the noun. At the end of the sentence, that's the possessive pronoun. Before the noun, that's the possessive adjective. Okay? Good? So far, so good? Is it clear? If you have got any questions, you may stop me. All right? I'll be so glad to answer your questions, because possessive pronouns could be a little bit difficult or confusing to some of the students, because we've got the possessive pronouns and we've got the possessive adjective. The adjective comes before the noun, and the cell, it's a possessive pronoun. Whereas the possessive pronoun, mine, yours, etc., comes at the end of the sentence. Okay, so we have seen also these questions. What percentage of energy? Do you remember? Can you give me the percentage of energy that is used for body functions? Anyone? What was the percentage if you got it from the first time? Or the physical activity, eating, digestion? Where does our energy come from? Can you answer this? Where does our energy come from? From calories, right? Calories. right? So, body functions was 60 to 70%. Physical activity, 20 to 30%. Eating, digestion, take up about 10 to 20%. Where does our energy come from? Our energy comes from mainly from calories, which we get from different types of food. All right. These are, as usual, our references here. Flying High Book 1, Traveler Book 1, Mega Gold Book 1. Thank you so much indeed. And if you do have any questions, I would be so happy to answer your questions. And feel free to answer. Feel free to answer to ask me any questions if you have.